We've got tips and recipes for healthy living. So for fun and inspiration, come and join us in the raw food world.
Welcome everybody, this is Matt Monarch with the Raw Food World TV show. And today is February 7th and it's Saturday. And since it's Saturday, do we know what Saturday means? It is Raw Spirit Saturday. Now next Saturday, I'm going to sit down here with you and give you one of my intense Raw Spirit lectures. But this week, remember I was hanging out with Michelle a while ago? I got an excerpt from I asked her some Raw Spirit questions. So we'll put her on right now. I also like you guys to know how lucky we are to have this woman. It took me a very long time to get her to come on the show. I mean, I've been trying. She's 100% raw food eater. I've been trying to get her on for many weeks now. So let me give you a little example before I give you her Raw Spirit clip. Let me give you another little clip here for you to witness. Welcome everybody, this is Matt Monarch with the Raw Food World TV show, and today is January 12th, on Monday. It's actually my brother's birthday, and today we have a very, very special guest. Her name, don't touch me, is Michelle Sabathne. And Michelle is actually been on a 100% raw food diet.
Do something about him.
For how many years have you been 100% raw?
You're not doing this. You're really not. No, you're not.
Do you know how many people? Oh, she's gonna love that one. Okay, so let's just move right into the Raw Spirit clip. Enjoy. Okay, Michelle. Hi. So, can you tell us what spiritual benefits you've derived or any spiritual experiences you've had on the 100% raw food diet?
Wow. He didn't tell me what the question would be, just that it was about spirit. That's a big one. I remember I was in Canada for a while, and I would do fasts probably every month. I would just start driving and come up to a place where spirit was like, okay, turn here, go there. So I would have a driving journey, a car journey, to find my camp spot. And then I would camp there, and I would only bring water and some apples and carrots and lots of green food with me. And I would have like an apple and a carrot twice a day and lots of water. And I would bring my enema bag and my green food. And I would do enemas in the little porta-johns. They'd usually have like outhouses built of wood, and I even did an enema without one. I dug a hole, and but I just had to make that a short one because that wouldn't work. But I really believe in cleaning the colon when I fast, so I do that no matter what. So anyway, I was fasting. It was my 7th day, and I was feeling really lonely because I hadn't seen anyone or talked to anyone. And I got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm not going to leave until I feel connected to life again. And all of a sudden, it took about 3 hours or so, but then I started smelling. All my senses got really heightened, and I could smell a berry patch about a block away. And I would go, and I would forage a little bit, but it was my senses got really defined. And for some reason, that made a difference to me.
Sorry.
It's okay. We can edit these.
No need. Go ahead.
I've been, so because my senses got really acute, then I started feeling the wind differently and the earth differently and myself differently. And all of a sudden I could communicate with the people that I hadn't been in touch with for a while, my best friends that lived up there, my parents. It was almost if all the boundaries were broken, all the three-dimensional things kind of went away, and I felt really connected. And the next day I packed up to go home. And after 8 days of not having any stimulation whatsoever besides nature, I got in my car, and the mile per hour on the road was 60, and I started going 20, and I was like, wow, this is really fast. I guess you had to be there, but I was being passed by grandmas and grandpas and elders that usually I'd probably pass, but they were going 50 and the speed limit was 60 and I was still going 35. So, other experiences, spiritual ones.
Do you notice your body being more in tune just from being on a raw diet?
You know, I more notice when it's not. When when I overeat, or when I don't sleep enough, or when I haven't cleansed my colon in a while. It's like, because I'm usually always in it, I don't feel it. It's when I'm not in it that all of a sudden I'm like, wow, what I'm doing is really special. It really makes me feel this life in a different way. And so, so yeah, I think definitely it's there for me to think that this diet makes us more attuned to that spiritual stuff.
Nice. Cool. Anything else you'd like to share?
Well, what's the point of it? The
I don't
point
know.
of the question?
Well, it's just raw spirit, raw emotions, anything like for Saturday, just inspiring people with like how the raw food diet makes us like more in tune, or how it's made us more able to deal with emotions, or maybe how it's even made it harder for us and how we got past that.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
My sweetheart says that where we're coming from is where we're going to, and I've worked with a lot of people trying to go raw or add more raw, and when they're coming from a place not inspired by some kind of spirit or some kind of energy, then raw food can be a real burden. It can be a real negative experience, more like hell than heaven. But if you start with that spiritual kind of guidance, guiding you that way, then I think no matter what the end result is, even if you stop being raw or don't go as far as you want, like you're gonna have adopted more God. I mean, that's the whole purpose, right? More God, more love, more light, and so that's, I guess, to inspire maybe is that I would say come from there, not a should space, but a spirit space, and then the rest will come. If it's raw, great, and add in a little more greens, a little more light, you might get some more spiritual guidance there. So yeah, everyone has their own journey. I trust yours.
Awesome.
Glad we could meet.
Cool. Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah, my pleasure.
You gotta love it. Tomorrow is Sunday. I've got an exciting show planned. I remember hanging out with Brigitte Mars at the Raw Spirit Fest. And I know many of you probably met her and her lovely husband, Tom. And Tom is he's an older dude with like really long hair. And Brigitte is an expert herbalist. I'm always asking her for advice on different things. And I remember her telling me something like how he keeps his hair and he doesn't go balding and stuff like that. And she told me the secret at the Raw Spirit Fest, and I forgot, so I emailed her, and she gave me the answer. And what tomorrow's going to consist of is doing this whole entire procedure that Tom does. And it's quite insane. It has to do with stinging nettles. So this will be tomorrow's episode, and we'll see you tomorrow. This is Matt Monarch with the Raw Food World TV show.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again at the Raw Food World.